Now, one man who could be called, I think, for years, the most super of the superstars, #1 for 20 years plus in the biggest market in the country, Auckland, Mr. 1ZB, until Paul Holmes took over. I'm talking, of course, about a man synonymous with Good Morning Radio, Merv Smith.
Merv, never say such big words in the morning,
now
Jim.
You're
We're
on.
talking now.
You're on now.
Nearly ruined the show there. Yes.
Absolutely.
Good evening, Jim, and good evening,
Canterbury. Leave.
What about the pay?
Absolutely not.
Have you making enough to pay you? I mean, that's the thing, isn't it?
Not really, no.
No, you think of going back to radio?
But when your cheque for interviewing you comes in, we'll probably just break even for the month.
Break even for the month.
Now, look, you were #1 plus, I should say, for
Be
20,
careful, yeah.
20 years or more. You're still on air in Auckland, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, look at that. FM Country.
I thought it was a silicon transplant.
No, that's over the other side because my...
Show it again, we didn't get a shot. The camera was a bit slow. Pan it, zoom in,
Can you zoom in?
There we are. FM.
Whoa, FM Country, that's it. 100 on your little dial in Auckland. That's it's a country music radio station, 24 hours a day. A friend and I have been working on this for about 9 years, and we've had a hell of a job getting it to air, but we finally did. We've had to do all sorts of deals and wheels, but we finally got some country music on air 24 hours a day in Auckland.
That's the thing that staggers me, I have to say, is that there are not more country stations in the country. If you look particularly at the South Island, you'd have thought that a country radio station here would have cleaned up.
Well, I think the problem is that the radio industry runs scared of country music, quite frankly. They have no faith in their ability to transmit country music successfully in this country. Most radio organisations, as far as I can see, know nothing about country music, so therefore they can't get the experts to do it. So the best thing they can possibly do is, forget it, just forget it. Well, no, the research says no. And the research, in fact, says, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
But if they've not got experts, to hell with it. That'll be their attitude, yeah.
That's right. Now, that's interesting that you mentioned that, because it leads me on to the next question. Your views on radio are fairly well known. And fairly scathing. You've made some pretty damning comments over the years about
what did I say?
Expert-driven media.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, formatics, liner notes and all. I mean, radio stations...
Now, just explain those to people who don't
know.
Well,
a liner note is one of those ghastly things where every 10 or 15 minutes or something like that, an announcer will say, because he better say it or there'll be trouble, you're listening to XFM, the beautiful, smooth music you hear 24 hours a day. Now, he will say that, and that's because he's required to. 20 minutes later, he'll be required to say another totally soporific thing like that. I mean, it depends what sort of radio station it is. And I say that's all rubbish, because if the radio station's doing its job properly, it doesn't need to say that. And if it isn't doing its job properly, all the rubbish liner notes in the world are not going to make people think it is. So
I often think that radio as a creative medium is run by some very uncreative people.
I'm afraid I think so
who
too.
buy Californian expertise to basically
they have. You're right. Look,
push
Jim,
the west coast of America.
They have that smile. I knew this guy with the blue blazer, the buttons. He was so cool. Call me Merv. You know, what about calling it not 1ZB Auckland? What about calling it Auckland 1ZB? What do you guys think of that? And we said, oh, well... That's what it was called. That's what it was called from then on. I think to myself, what a load of old rubbish. We didn't quite get to the liner notes at that stage, but we've got some terrible music out of it.
Sorry, carry on.
No, I finished because you'll let me go all night.
Well, I will, yes. We mustn't wind you up too much, because, in fact, I was going to say, time marcheth on.
Oh, does it?
And it is not radio that bringeth you down to Christchurch.
It is not. It is the Big Tin budget.
You're on another track altogether, aren't you?
That's right. You're quite right. It's a row. Can I...
Yes.
Do you like that, Jim? I would present it to you, but it's the only one I've got. No, actually, I'm down here for the Model Railway exhibition, and it's also a mini Model Railway convention.
Yes.
And what happens is that there's a Model Railway exhibition. They put these on last year, and the money that's made goes back into the hobby. It's put on by Iron Horse Hobbies. They're the main sponsors for the company here. Where's my T-shirt?
You've got the T-shirt.
I have to
flash the T-shirt.
Yeah, I got to flash the T-shirts. I've got to.
Old radio habits never die.
Don't forget the logo. That's important.
And you've got one of the most exciting and lovely model railway setups in the country, haven't you? I've seen film of it.
A lot of fine model railways would say exactly the opposite. But I have an interesting model railway, and I'm very deeply into the hobby. Yes.
Which you bought down?
No, I did not. I only bought down some little bits of rolling stuff. No, you're quite wrong. No, I didn't bring it, Jim. No, it's sort of in a basement. It is the basement of the house, and there's no room for it. But I bought down some little bits and pieces, and they'll be on display during the convention.
How long is it going to run, Merv?
Oh, it runs... how long is it going to run, Jim? It's tomorrow. I don't have all the details here, you see. Yeah, okay.
Sunday,
that's the model. Yeah, that's right, it is. It's Saturday the 9th and Sunday the 10th.
No.
Is that tomorrow and the day after?
Right. Yep.
From 10 a.m. to 5 on Saturday, 10 to 4:30 on Sunday. Why 4:30?
I have no idea.
It's Sunday. It's Christchurch Sunday. That's
We'll have
what
to
it is.
pursue that matter at another time in another place. Merv, I hope you enjoyed the 2 days that you spent down here
Well, I
with
like
the trains.
Christchurch. I love it. I see a lot more of Christchurch than I do of Wellington for all the best reasons in the world. And I like Christchurch. I like the town. I like the people here. And God damn it, Jim, I even like you.
Mervyn, thank you.
Go easy, I am,
Quite enough.
please. Oh,
cut. Right, the Model Railway exhibition, which will feature Merv Smith and huge numbers of other people and trains, is on at the Horticultural Hall in Hagley Park on Riccarton Avenue. If you're heading west from the hospital, you'll see the banners on the left-hand side of the road. And that's Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Check it out. Should be a lot of fun.